Really?
easy example, at least for people in the US, right? If you go to Disneyland or Disney World, every time you get off that exciting ride, what do you exit into? A gift shop.
A shop.
Why? You just had this crazy, wild experience that's very rare, and you want to buy a picture of yourself on the crazy ride or buy a hat or whatever it is. And so that's really leaning into when you have an extraordinary experience. I have this kind of halo period, and that
Mm.
period probably is in the order of minutes in which you're so excited you can do this. So, another example, Steve. So, I'm a tall guy, and so tall people have a high center of gravity. We're always unstable. My center of gravity is too high. So anyway, I don't like heights. Just a tall person thing. Anyway, for TV, a couple of times I've gone skydiving and taken my blood before and after to see what happens. And the first time they pitched this to me. I'm like, oh, it's so because I'm a trust guy, right? Like trust your life to a stranger is tandem skydiving. Like I got to do that. Like it's just too perfect. And I was curious. Anyway, didn't want to do it. Had little panic attacks beforehand. And um, if you ever have been skydiving or doing something, bungee jumping,
I
something
have.
exciting,
I've done both. Yeah,
almost
yeah.
always, as soon as you get on the ground, they're like, "You should sign up for our annual pass. You need to do more." And you're so ramped up, right? That it's amazing. Now
Yes.
coming back to experiences, what I found, I've run that experiment on myself, I think 5 times now, that is take my blood before and after skydiving. The first time, largely a kind of a arousal stress response, a little bit of oxytocin, and then it became this pure oxytocin dopamine response where I just love it. My fear of heights, by the way, went away immediately first time I went skydiving. So anyone who's got a fear of heights, if you can skydive, it may
Just
fix
do
you.
it.
Yeah, and so it becomes just a joyful experience, and it's really it becomes kind of addictive. Like this is so much freaking fun. It's just awesome, and so you
Yes.
do want to kind of repeat this experience. Like, oh, this is something that for me works for me. It may not work for other people, and so I think that's also the difficulty in experience design is we're kind of thinking about that broad swath of customers or individuals who may enjoy this. But one thing we found by measuring brain activity while people go through experiences is that sometimes an experience on average is not great, but you may have this subset of super fans, typically between 10 and 20%, we find neurologically, that are over the moon. This is like me with skydiving. It's like an amazing experience, and you want to do it over and over. And those individuals you want to identify, you want to engage with them. They will help you spread the word. They're super fans, right? So I want to find those
Yeah.
people.